Welcome. These meditations are created to empower, support, and energize your soul. As we gather in space-time, we amplify and support each other through these incredible times of shape-shifting world. We connect with benevolent energies that most feel as the meditation unfolds. My intention is to provide a pure channel of these energies in service to love, humanity, and this great land we call home. Thank you for being here. Find a comfortable position where you're either seated or laying down. And if it feels comfortable, simply allow your eyes to close. As in this way, you are able to tune inwards and give yourself permission to leave the external world just for a time. And find your own rhythm of breath as you breathe in and out and come home to yourself. We come home to ourselves, to our hearts, to the flow of our breath. Deeply becoming aware of the flow of the breath in this present moment. And as we give ourselves permission to fully relax in the space we are in, to allow anything that's been on our mind to fall away, as we come together here in this moment to become more deeply aware of our own divine flow and the way we are able to be, live, create in the flow of divine grace. And as we breathe deeply into the cells, breathing peace, breathing vitality, we also breathe out and release, let go of anything that served its purpose. So with the in-breath, breathing resilience, peace, all that energizes our heart, all that enlivens us with the in-breath. And as we let that breath go, we release and let go of all that we are ready to return to the light, to be recycled in just the right way. And so as we are here gathered in this circle of love and divinity, being fully present in the sensation within our heart in this moment, and fully allowing ourselves to be absorbed by the serenity that flows just like a beautiful waterfall. And as we breathe all the way down to our feet, sensing ourselves as a beautiful, majestic tree with roots down into the earth, all the way down to the core center of the earth, connecting with the crystalline grid, connecting with the inner earth highways, and deeply anchoring ourselves with the highest trajectory for our life, aligning ourselves with the flow of the divine so that we can collaborate on shaping the life that we envision in our heart. As we gather here today in this new moon that is highly auspicious, we are welcoming all that is energizing our soul, all that is life affirming to us, all that we dream to experience, to create, and to live, with a knowing that the universe provides the wind at our sails, that the universe collaborates with us to bring that vision to life. And as we connect with the benevolent energies that are present, great many beings of light from various layers of consciousness that come and gather with us to support us in these times we are walking through. We can remain simply open to receive the energetics that they are bridging. And each one of us may have a different experience, and all experiences are perfect as we are designed differently. Each a beautiful snowflake that has its own original design. Simply giving ourselves permission to allow our design to unfold through our life as we are each an iteration of the divine source of creation. And so as we allow ourselves to be present with the flow of the breath, with the flow of the energetics that are presenting themselves, breathing all the way down the core center and noticing that there is a still point at the center of our being. That as we fine tune and become more deeply aware of the space within the center of our chest, this incredible electromagnetic field of the heart, as we become more deeply aware of the fluidity of this field, we can place our vision right here with the knowing that it echoes within creation, that the universe will assist in energizing our field, in receiving all the elements of the vision we hold. To know that whatever desire has been placed within our heart is part of what we came here to experience. That whenever we are called deeply to engage with something, whenever there is a draw, a pull that keeps knitting us in life, it is there to remind us that our soul came here to blossom. And so let us remember that the profound mystery is part of who we are. That yes, we are in life, in the daily activities that oftentimes take our energy. We also are to remember that we are part of the mystery, that we are within ourselves stardust, that we are part of the cosmic breath, and that we came here to be the uniqueness of the full spectrum of our own rainbow. We came here with our own inner song, and as we allow ourselves to connect with the song lines within the earth, we enable ourselves to connect with the connective tissue that is assisting us in drawing into the field the elements of our own soul. As we continue to engage with life in a way that is peaceful, with the knowing that there is an anchor at the center core of our being, that we can always come back to. There is this inner home, a sanctuary within us that we can always return to. The world will continue to dismantle. Much is to take change. And as the shape-shifting continues to evolve around us, we still can remain centered in the inner anchor and our heart's light. But when we choose to be engaged with this anchor within us, we are able to weather the storms. We are able to surf the waves and navigate the changes with ease and divine grace. This is being in the flow of divine grace. This allows us to create in ways that support all that is life-affirming to us. This assists us in relinquishing the need to understand all that is shape-shifting in the world. When we simply bring ourselves back to the presence of our breath, to the movement of the breath within the body, to the heartbeat, we remember that in this present moment, all is peaceful, that regardless of the chaos of the external world, the peace remains inside of us. The fortitude of this majesty that we hold within is unshakable. And this way of navigating life can only support us in the movements of the currents that are constantly changing. The world changes that are part of life will continue to intensify at periods as our world has come to a certain point within its expansion where much of the old is falling. We have known for so long that much needs changing, yet the human way oftentimes is far more comfortable with the known than the unknown. Yet creation is fertile in the unknown. When we are born to life, when we are in the womb of our mothers, we are in a void, in stillness, in darkness, and for quite an extensive period of time, this is where so much development occurs. Let us remember that the void, the darkness, the unknown is a fertile ground where life develops. We are at a time where the falling away simply makes way to the new seeds that have been placed within the inner planes. The visions of our heart and the desire for many humans to have a different experience here as being heard by the divine. And as we keep aligning ourselves with the divine flow, we are able to adjust and align with the highest and best trajectory for our own expansion and for the expansion of our humanity family. Everything is interweaved in creation. Regardless of what it may seem, we are deeply connected to each other, to this earth, to all life. The new that is emerging within the inner planes of the earth is connected to the heart's light. The new world that is emerging ever so slowly is rooted in sacredness. We are coming to a time where life here as humans will return to being rooted in heart and lived through the sacred code of life, where the reverence to the earth returns, the harmonious ways of living with all life returns, and the peace amongst all nations returns. We may think in this moment that this kind of world cannot be, yet creation is an infinite source of possibilities. And so many hearts are holding the vision of an emerging world that is beautiful and lighter in its experience. We have been purifying the ancestral lineage, the bloodlines, through many, many years. And we keep purifying, and we are in a completion point of one of the layers that we've been purifying. This year and the year to come present a powerful point of culmination, karmic cycle that is coming to an end as we have been purifying density and connecting with many timelines that we are ready to let go of. The rise of the divine feminine, as so many speak of, is part of this as an experiential point. Or what that means is that more forgiveness, kindness, tenderness, compassion, tolerance have been bridged by many. The wars we have experienced, we no longer want to partake in. And in order to release the war paradigm, peace must be held. This is the only way to shape-shift consciousness and create a new pattern within the collective one. Only through bridging forgiveness, compassion, and kindness are we able to recreate the story of mankind. We can never shape a different experience with the same energy and consciousness that shaped the previous experience. Meaning that we cannot create peace with yet another war. This has never worked. And so we come to the understanding as we have grown as a collective of one that peace is bridged by forgiveness, compassion, kindness, honoring and respecting one another, and finding ways again to see our communalities, to honor our uniqueness, and to come to the knowing that we are one source of divinity. That regardless where we live, what color our skin is, and what history has been, there is a way for us to create a bridge of peace so that next generations can have lighter experience here. We also are bridging a way for us to come back to living with the earth with peace, to come back to living in harmony with her and with all kingdoms. As all intertwines into one creation, everything is connected. Nothing happens in a vacuum. And as everything is connected, once we bridge the root into the heart, creation is rooted in the nectar of our own divinity. And all life is part of our own heart. And in such a way, there is only conscious living and returning to living in a sacred code here. When the heart returns to be the axis of life, when the heart returns to be our true north, the point of wisdom that yields to the mind, the heart knows, as the heart is always connected to its divinity. The heart is connected to the source of all life, as the heart is part of the cosmic heart, Divine Mother's heart. And so as we simply allow ourselves to align the brain that processes information and likes to analyze and judge, let it come into alignment and peace with the brain within the heart. And we also can bridge the brain within the gut, where intuition, our own feelings are, and bring that into the brain within the heart. And so when we are aligned in this way, when the mind that we know as the one that analyzes the brain comes to alignment with the brain of the heart, and the gut's brain comes into alignment with the brain of the heart, and yielding to that center so that it becomes our guiding voice. When we align the three brains in this way and are living through the voice of the heart, we are deeply and fully connected to the divine source of all life. And in such a way, all creation, all that we do, all that we think, all engagements come through this cord that is deeply attached to the source of our own divinity and creation itself. And as such, everything is being created and shaped in sacredness, in love, and in divinity. And all life is part of our own heart. So as we allow the vibrational quality of the words spoken here to infuse ourselves with divine remembrance, knowing that the energies that are present here are infusing our cells, our atoms, particle, membranes. Every cell within us can hear and connect with the vibratory field that is being shaped by the words. And this echo becomes part of us through this time, both together and beyond, as the vibrational qualities infusing our cells so that we reclaim our own heart's light and return to living in divine flow and our heart's nectar and light. And so it is. And I will slowly, gently count from 1 to 3. And when I reach the last number, you can become fully aware and awake in the presence of your own body. Or if you choose so, you can slide into a restful sleep. Always honoring your own flow within any process, including this, with 1, sensing the light permeating every cell with resilience, vibrancy, aliveness, sensing the beauty of your own heart, the presence of your own life force as it moves through your breath. And allow the nectar within your heart to overflow within and without, with the knowing that you are a living prayer that resounds in creation, and that everything you choose matters, both to yourself, humanity, and creation. To beginning to feel into your hands, your feet, coming slowly into the presence of the physical body, allowing the softness, allowing the comfort, the peacefulness, the serenity that is flowing to remain with you. And also remembering that this anchor point within you is a still point that you can always return to. Your inner home, your sanctuary, the peace within you is a place that you can always come back and anchor into. This will support you as you move through times of great change. It will allow you to surf the waves with greater ease, and it will give you a way to be in the flow of divine grace in your life. This is both beneficial to you as well as to our humanity tribe of 1. And at 3, when you're ready, you can fully come back to this moment, come back to this point in time, come back to the preciousness, this moment. Thank you for your presence, for your heart, for your divinity.